Hello, everyone. Let me turn this down a little bit. Wasn't expecting the song to still be going, actually. Hi there. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Where's the button? There it is. Hey there, Hit Point Game to go. Welcome in. I hope you find yourself enjoying your time here. Let's see. Hi, knees. Congrats on getting first. Hello, hello. Turn this up a little bit. And let's go over to this. And there we go. Alrighty, we are continuing Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. I am fully experienced in this game. I'm mostly playing it for people who have not played it yet. We're still fairly early on. We're just waiting for the queue to let up. Let me do that. There we go. Oh, come on. Sorry about that. There we go. Alrighty. So where we left off last. Hey Mochi, how you doing? Hey buddy. Where we last left off, we had just completed the Sastasha. The Sastasha. Well, what's it called? What is Sastasha something? We just completed Sastasha. So we have not turned in anything yet. I forgot to do the what's it called? I had forgotten to do the thing that gets you the rewards at the Adventures Academy. This thing. So we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that soon and just getting us some better equipment. I'm doing pretty good. Today was a pretty good day. Ready to hear about that job then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. Yeah. Honestly, that is perfect because I won't get home until about 5 p.m. Eastern your time. In our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. But whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt it'd pose any trouble for a venturer as survived as the Bedlam in Sastasha. If you think you might be interested, you'll want to have words with Mother Mion, my counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, lass. Quest accepted. So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to do the Smith, Hall of the Novice, and we're just going to blow through these so that we can get some better equipment. It's going to be a little bit boring, but we're going to do this real quick, or as quick as possible. In this exercise, you'll be learning avoidance, as an enemy often tips his hand before a big attack, and your best defense is to skip out of the way. Pass the exercise once I decide that you've learned this lesson. Everything is clear, I trust. Say the word when you're ready to begin. I will punch you in the face. Prepared to commence training then? Yes. Let's get this over with. We don't really need it, but it's good equipment. This training exercise is now underway. Watch your opponent carefully, and when you see an attack coming, move out of the strike zone. It's gonna be auto-attacking for a bit. We don't actually need to beat him up. girl is serving with this stance. Now try with a ranged opponent. Punch you. Punch. Well, that's a kicking. There's punch. Now, this. So basically, this is the main mechanic of Final Fantasy XIV. You see an attack, you dodge it. That's really it. That's all you really need to know. Eventually, there will be attacks that are not shown with those big orange blocks. That is when you have to pay attention to the animations that the characters are doing. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't know I could move that. Nicely done. Learning to avoid the obvious attacks is a skill all adventurers need. Those who insist on standing still won't survive the profession, unless you're a black mage. Speaking of survival, perfecting each of my lessons will earn you a piece of armor to aid you in your chosen role. Should you feel so inclined, repeat this same lesson with other masters that they might reward you with equipment tailored towards their fields of expertise. Here's your prize for completing the exercise, but remember, the real prize is the lesson you've learned. We got some gloves, some brand new gloves. We're going to do that until we have the entire kit. Oh. Rhaegar, Stoneclaw, get out of my way. Rhaegar. The real prize is the friends we made along the way. Very true, Mochi. Let's put on our new gloves. Look at that. Fancy new gloves. Comes to your place in the party, you are the sharp end of the spear. Simply put, your role is to inflict as much damage as possible while keeping your own skin intact. As such, you cannot just attack whichever enemy you please. If you strike a foe other than the one controlled by your ally, then you risk becoming the target of deadly aggression. As you might have guessed, the purpose of this exercise is to teach cooperation. Also, I love this music. Your ally will hold the enemy's attention. It is your job to take the foe down. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next training exercise. Everything is clear, I trust. Say the word when you're ready to begin. I believe it's Final Fantasy II? It's either Final Fantasy II... Yeah, I think it's 2. This training exercise is now underway. Attack the same foe as your ally to win the battle. Oh! Thank you for the subscription, Crow. Thank you very much. I don't know why my subscription notification hasn't been going. Let's look into it. They've changed that because there used to be other enemies that you had to defeat, and your tank would switch up which one he was attacking. So you had to follow which one he was attacking. Let's just go through that. Ooh, we got some boots, some brand new boots. But yeah, the music that you were just hearing is just one example of how amazing the soundtrack of this game is. And we're going to hear it a few more times, because we need to get the brand new pants, brand new jacket, and I believe brand new helmet. Luckily for me, Final Fantasy II has one of my favorite battle themes, and this is just a net positive of a remake of that battle theme. You can't see it, but I'm like bopping my head a little bit. Which game is that? The occupied target. Wow. That sounds like a very cool game. Oh, okay. So they just... Okay. God, I love this dance. Now to punch the nerd in the face. Beat up the nerd! Okay. Oh, Dead in Disco. Yeah, I've been looking into it. I've been wanting to maybe try it out, because I know you can upload your own music to it. Close my door all the way. And we'll just skip through this. It's not really important. Oh, just got... See... Did I get anything? Okay, I could have sworn we got something. Ah, now we're getting the skirt. Brand new skirt. But yeah, I'd probably upload a bunch of Final Fantasy music and beat up guys to that. Because from what I've seen, it looks like someone took the combat system of Batman Arkham, like the Batman Arkham games, and then put it into a rhythm game. And that is just really appealing to me, so I really want to try it. Just haven't gotten around to it. Avoid engaged targets. So it's the same thing we've been doing. It's the third time we're just going after the one that is being targeted. Story mode music is so good, I might make it when Fizz plays. Ooh. That could be fun. Okay, we got some new pants. Let's equip those. And by got new pants, apparently we lost pants. This one, I don't think gets us anything. So how's your day? How's your day, Bright? Crow? Remind me never to call you Bright again. Well, I dropped that. No, you don't need to repeat yourself. Quiet, you. Quiet, you. Okay, and now you're going to tell me exactly what you just said again. Alright, again, I've appealed for reinforcements. Novice, blah, blah, blah. Still learning the proper, like, movements on keyboard and mouse, which is weird because I've played World of Warcraft. Plus flowers for a friend, but those are never on sale. Fair enough. That's awesome. Alrighty, final one, and we get this, I think. Okay, ding. Play all exercises. Oh no, we have two more. Wifey works at a craft paint company, so I'm always listening to folks get at craft stores. Nice. That was a panty shot. Did not mean for that. I was just trying to be cinematic, you know? Alrighty. Now we have a new shirt, and then I believe the last one gets us a ring that boosts our experience gain. Yep. arrived at the mountain's peak, the final exercise. Let's get into uniform. There we go. Look at that outfit. This will be sticking with us for the next few levels. Not too many, but like enough. Oh, right, I have to talk to him. I completely forgot. You know, there is really should put a gate around me so that I just don't go running away. Training. Training exercise is now underway. Yeah, look at that stance. Hi, Lil. How you doing? There we go. Five-stream streak. Hell yeah. Thank you for the streak. I always appreciate it. Get it? Always. I'm gonna go die now. Alrighty. And now we can do this. There we go. With level 30 and below, gain 30% more experience, which will only affect us for 3 levels, but it is also good for our Arcanist, who's only level 9. And I'll probably end up doing that that whole little thing, that whole little quest line there, offline with the Arcanist and other job roles we eventually grab. But for now, we'll just move on with the story. Oh, thank you to the sip. I wonder where Brain Dead is. And we're going to Gridania. You know, I should really put this pin on something. Maybe my hat. Wait, what? There we go. That's better. There we go. Update. Ooh. No. Sorry, but I'm not interested. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come take your... Oh, not here to dine. Dare I hope you're the adventurer Baderon sent word about? You are? The matron be praised. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Moon, and the Carline Canopy is my place. With regard to the task in question, there is a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Cutscene. Oh, looks like there's an ad in a minute. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Mune, but our need grows ever more pressing. Have none stepped forward? And good day to you too, Bowlord. Your need must be pressing indeed if you honor us with a visit. The good news is your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last. And one who comes highly recommended at that. My thanks for answering the call, friend. My name is Lewin, and I lead the men and women of the God's Quiver. Now, time is of the essence. Let me snooze that real quick. I didn't read that, damn it. Beneath the central shroud lies an underground burial site for the Tamtara Deepcroft. The place was once a Gelmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. As of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen skulking about the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. You mean in 5 years you haven't been able to get new recruits? The birdmen have grown restless of late, and I fear a storm may be brewing. In anticipation to this, I have been compelled to spread our forces throughout the Twelveswood, lest we be taken unawares. The situation so being, we must turn to others to deal with the Lambs of Dalamud. Can we rely on you to undertake this task, friend? Nod. You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. off we go to the Tamtara Deepcroft. And we're just gonna book it. Oh, hang on, actually before we do that, let's set this as our home. Yes? What are you yesing about? My TV finally let me stream the stream. Yeah! Nice! Wink. Hello, Honor Ain't. Honor Ain't, more like Honor Ain't. Central Shroud. There will be an ad in 2 minutes. I snoozed the last one. Just going for a nice little jog. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go that way. Just gonna follow this path. We are gonna run though. So when I played this game for the very first time, like ever, on my new laptop when I was living down in New Orleans, excuse me, I guess we're crossing the creek this way. I made I made a archer, and I could not figure out what they wanted me to do, and I got stuck in that town that I just passed through. And I gave up. That's as far as I made it. That was the first time I had ever played Final Fantasy XIV, and I gave up because I got frustrated because I didn't know what it wanted me to do because I didn't read. Reading is important, kids. Make sure you do it. I sure didn't. Let's attune to this. God, this water is gross. Don't you tisk me. Gen Alpha looking ass. I'm gonna help punch this thing. The fuck is that thing? That's never been down here before. Not while I was here, at least. Hi, God's Quiverbow. You're Aveline Gazelle, I take it. Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bowlord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deepcroft and purge it of the lambs of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity and put an end to the Sixth Astral Era. Before the Calamity put an end to the Sixth Astral Era. The cultists took the Lesser Moon, Dalamud, for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation. And so they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served to only stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they are doing in the Deepcroft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. I'm gonna kill them all. Let's go. Let's use some NPCs. Commence. Yes, let's go. Quite. So this is one of the... no, never mind, it's not this one. Actually, wait, did they change it at all? No. They didn't really change this one at all. They did change Copperbell Mine, which is the next dungeon. Alright, let's go. Going. Punch these guys to death. Okay. And jump. Here. Early dungeons are kind of boring, so I apologize if there's not much for me to really comment on. They're piss easy. Okay, I guess we are. Let's see if there's a treasure chest. Well, excuse me. So this is around the point when A Realm Reborn starts to really become a slog, where you just gotta really keep pushing forward, because it's a lot of this. When it's not like an actual story beat, it's a lot of this. Just going around doing dungeons that are will take about 100 hours for you to enjoy the game. And by that, I don't mean that it's a bad game. By that, I mean, like, to get to a point where it's actually, like, rewarding to play. If that makes any sense. Like, it's rewarding to play, but not so much to the point where it's, like, amazing. And that's mostly because, well, it's a Realm Reborn. It's a Realm Reborn. It's still getting its adult legs. And those really start coming in with Heaven's Work, which is the first expansion. We'll get to before too long. We're already level 19, and the main story of A Realm Reborn takes place from levels 1 to 50, and a lot between. There will be a portion of time when we don't earn any experience, except through very specific things. But we'll know where we are when we get there. I'll be doing my best to push us through that. Beat this guy up now. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to not avoid side content, but like I'm going to prioritize the main content over side content. That's what I'm going to personally do. If I see a blue exclamation point, I'll grab it. Until I can't grab it anymore. But like they're not going to be my priority. If we're in the area, sure, we'll do it. But we're prioritizing the main story quest. Until we get the Crystal Tower, at least. Because once we get the Crystal Tower... Oh my god, can you please go away? Thank you. Plundered Sabatons. Don't need them. So yeah, once we get to the Crystal Tower raids, then I will prioritize that. Because we can't progress the story without finishing that. But we'll get there when we get there. Sprint. This dungeon we are heading to Thanalan to get the Copper Bell Mine, but we're going to do the Cubulus storyline to get ourselves some ale. There we go. Okay, no chest. Because having to go one at a time is boring. Oh, I need to stop yawning. I really need to stop yawning. Oh, 1 second. I need to ban this fucker. You've changed it from top viewers to AI viewers. So luckily, it gets caught by my automod, which I've set to catch AI, specifically just AI, like words that have the letters A and I in sequence. So it does automatically catch them. So they are very stupid for that. Why is there no music? There's only music when we're fighting in this dungeon. I could have sworn it had its own soundtrack. Now the reason why I'm doing the NPCs is because it'll actually give you guys, while it's slower, it'll actually give you guys like a feel for how the dungeon is actually supposed to be completed. If I were with a bunch of regular people, not only would it take a while to actually get a group, they would just breeze right through it, and we would have nothing. I suppose might be better, but at the same time, wall-to-wall pulls are kind of stressful, especially for new players. So I like to show off like how it would be for a normal person who's just starting. And also, I've never played through all of these with the NPC party, so like I wanted to give it a try. Sprint. You know what? Let's grab these guys. Let's grab this guy. Let's grab these guys. Am I being a little shit grabbing every other one? Yeah. Do I care? Treasure coffer. I love punching spirits. Punching spirits sounds like a band name. Plundered Knuckles. This is to go even further beyond. Ha! Okay. Grab these guys. Rest. Ah, look at all the metal. This sprint. this. Yes. Treasure coffer. Go. Oh, thank you for the sip. Welcome in, Azura. Thank you for popping in.
Who summons me from the void to reside with
Whatever. What does it say here? Some surprise. Did you not cross our gates in search of blood?
Come hither, children of dawn. The underlying master will drink deep tonight. Or undying, not underlying.
This guy, you don't know what you're doing. Grab this. So basically, he has a phase. Oh, thank you. Yes, he has a phase where he's just invulnerable, so you gotta attack his tether too. But yeah, I love that they get faster when I speak. That is one of my favorite little details. We're just going to ignore the other ads. So here. Big 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sweet Science 3. But yeah, welcome in. I'm very glad you popped by. Ooh, demolish. Leave. If that goes. Oh, come on. This goes there. This. Man, I wish I had a controller to use. Because honestly, in my opinion, controller is so much easier. layout. View here a little bit. What's the most in my head song I can think of? At the moment, it would definitely be Neon Odyssey by the Midnight. The long day uptown is over. There's a button for that. Maybe there's keybind. Let's make it F5. Flip camera? Oh. Okay. The hotbar, there we go. Hotbar slot. What? That's unfortunate, but that's also fair. It's very new. Okay, hang on. Part 2, control 1. Okay. I think I'll actually have it be... Yeah. Okay, let's do that. 2, 3. 4. Yeah, that's all I'll really be able to reach. That. So if I do 1, okay. Okay. I am going to move you there. Then move you guys up here. Move you there. Move you there. All 4. I still gotta look through the Neon Odyssey videos and stuff and figure out her character sheet. However, there's a Bardcore cover of We Didn't Start the Fire. Ooh! Let's stop this stamp there. Okay, and now we can return home. will be in the area for a little bit, so we'll go collect that in a moment. Oh yeah, a little secret that some people don't know about, you can just cut through right there. You can't get up, but you can go down. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, Crow, you could also try learning Flow from Final Fantasy XIV. FLOW. It is really good. Welcome back, Aveline. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deep Croft was a success. Oh, I thought you... Oh, right, you played French horn. I forgot. Not French horn. Sousaphone? No. What? Oh, what was it? Yeah, French horn, okay. Nor did I expect anything less. Baderon's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides an ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Avery's gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. In case you guys don't recognize them, this is the group that has been sort of following in our wake. They were at Sestasha. They were in the guild in Limsa Lumensa. So there's a little bit of a side story going on here. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah, to hell's with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving. And it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though it may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by the way, some parting advice. Get rid of Avery's head, bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it, but for God's sakes, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? Wait, don't leave me alone, please! I'm sorry, Avery. Please forgive me. Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience. I can send women like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word, and I will be glad to share the details with you. The details being that you have fucking nothing, and that you just want me to go to Ul'dah to get more details. Yun has information of a new task. So you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momody, the proprietress of the quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I do have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Aveline, and good luck. Right, let's go turn in that other quest real quick. Sprint. Oh, they might be role-playing. Nephi Lockhart. There's no stones over there to teleport to, so we'll just run. We're hoofing it. But if you stick around, Crow, there's plenty of songs in this game that have like violins and such. Maybe you could find something there.
Only those who possess a gate pass may travel through the White Wolf Gate. It is for your own good. The fearsome beasts that lurk beyond would tear an unprepared adventurer limb from limb. Well, here you go, my gate pass. You have papers? Let us see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. Go in safety, Aveline. In the future, should you wish to pass, you need only say the word. Well, I am not gonna say shit. I'm gonna grab your gold. I'm gonna leave. The musical numbers now I have shitty covers of songs for their songs. Hell yeah! Like, let it grow for vegetable sword. Fair enough. Yeah? And off we go to Ul'dah. Man, this water doesn't make me feel less thirsty. It just makes me feel more thirsty. I don't know what's going on with the water. Maybe I should start getting, like, big jugs of water. I think I'll do that. Well, I still have time before my groceries are delivered, which is like around like 9. Still got 3 hours for that. 3 hours? God damn, I haven't been playing for very long. Let's see. I'm going to do that real quick while I have the thought to do it. Add item. Add item. As I say. Just confirm. Search and water. Water gallon. And let's grab one of those. There we go. Now I'll have water that I can actually stomach, because this stuff sucks. And hosting strip. The Steps of Thal. Oh, wrong one. Ruby Road Exchange. The Molman. Go. Hi, Momody. It's me, your favorite. Welcome to the quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Oh, it's you, Aveline.
And there I was, spouting the same tired line. Mune sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But if you didn't come all this way to listen to my prattle, doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we?
Momody is waiting to brief you on your task.
Thank you, Momody. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty! Another second under that sun and I would have been set to fire. A tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Excellent timing, Papa Sean. It just so happens the adventurer who'll be handling your petition is here. Oh, why, if it isn't my good friend Aveline. It does my spirit well to know that you are the one who will be helping us. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Aveline of her mission? Yes, of course. The petition is in question. It was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines, which is actually what we heard while we were questing earlier on. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giant creatures are a clan known as the Hecatonctories, fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty... wrong voice. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the Hecatonctories to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as it is often such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. Damn, these guys, that fucking dynasty did some fucked up shit. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecatonctories, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. They say the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rise in demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed. And that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. God bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell mines are in western Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? And one more last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina and Sons is currently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Hi, Painted Mesa. Pom pom clean tight.
You're looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, miss. I just hope you've got skills to go with them. 'Cause things ain't pretty down there. The Hecatoncheries have left the place in a right state, nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second old dynasty was still young. And it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, and the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong! Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance, in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nations rested on you, friend. Best of luck.
And now we are going to go learn how to punch things better. Boing. I'm gonna do that real quick before we go do the mission. Because we are pugilists currently. Well, heal youth. Ah, okay, we'll do that later. Weaver. Boing. Alrighty, let's go learn how to punch a little bit better. From Hammond, Holy Fist.
I swear, each time I see you, you remind me more and more of my younger self. At this rate, you'll like to transform into a handsome devil before the moon's over. Now then, I believe you're here to learn. Unfortunately, I'm in no condition to teach. This is rather embarrassing to admit, but my eagerness to prepare for the big rematch, I've overtrained and thrown my back out. Oh, I tell you, old age is hell's. I fear Chuchito will have to tend to you in my stead.
Oh, Chuchito, darling. Would you teach me how to punch good? It seems the prospect of facing his old rivals has lit a veritable fire under Master Hammond's backside. I'm so relieved to see he has purpose again. The trick now is to keep a lid on his zeal, lest he injure himself. But let us speak of your lesson. When you are ready, come meet me at Little Alamigo. I have a challenge in mind that you are certain to find stimulating. Oh my. Chuchito wants to stimulate us. Whatever could that mean? Whatever could that entail? Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. Alrighty, let's see. Where is Little Alamigo? Thanalan. Main quest. Ah, it's over there. Okay, well, let's go into Central Thanalan. Oh, wrong button. Excuse me. Okay, Thal. Let's prioritize this real quick. Let's sprint. believe, yes, that's where we need to go. Wait, is it? Yes. One fart. Fart so hard the ground shatters. Boom. Sabotenders. I love cactuars. That's what these guys are. Okay. Well, Mr. Brassblade. Oh, actually, I can just back up out. I'm gonna drop. You. There we go. That's better. Might as well do this. Why am I not moving? Why was I not moving? Oh, why was the chat? Oh my god, I just stripped all the audio off the music, not realizing that my computer mic was on. Oh! Oh, so it was recording everything. If I am to interpret that correctly. Let's go connect to that. Boing. Hi, Chuchuto. I've been waiting for you, Aveline. Today, your training will be to prepare for Master Hamon's training. I've brought with me a set of striking dummies, and I want you to deploy them at certain locations. Lest you think this task to be drudgery, the locations are rife with peril. Your skills will most certainly be put to the test. By way of advice, if you must approach dangerous fiends, lightness of foot is your greatest ally. Off with you now, Aveline. Go set up those striking dummies. I shall await your return. Yes, ma'am. Every now and then, a divine entity narrates over Viz's spells. Oop, let's grab you. Bing, bing. Nothing. Put up a strike. Okay, don't know why that happened. There we go. Sprint. I can't wait until I unlock mounts. Alrighty, let's go get this one down here first. We'll loop back up. There's a black mage over there. Go punch this guy. Okay. Boing. Boing. We'll just teleport up there to make it a little bit quicker. I wonder, when I finish Final Fantasy XIII, which one should I go to next? Like, it'll be a good while until I finish 13. I'm not even halfway through. But, like, when I do, I wonder what I should do. You know, I've actually never played Final Fantasy VII. I might do that one. I've never actually played 7. I've played 7 Remake. I've played most of Rebirth. But I've never played the original, you know? So I might have to do that. I know I don't want to play 8. 8 is one that I'm just not interested in the slightest. Its gameplay does not seem fun. What is the cave? You dare challenge the disciple of Amon's holy fist? Amon holy fist. Here we go. I was kind of asking for that. Oh, I forgot that it returns me all the way back there. Phenolin. Man. How do I always million kill? I hate Little Alamigo. Genuinely, it's such a poorly designed area. let's go do these over here first. Let's have that in the chamber ready to go in case we need it. Just go through here. Boing, boing, boing. Hi, BB Moo. Looks like there's an ad in 2 minutes. I would appreciate it if you stuck around. All change that I earn through the little few amounts of views that I get on those ads, I put back into the stream. I keep track of everything that Twitch pays me out at the end of each month, and I add it to like a tally, and then I'm using that as an excuse to get the things that I want to get for the stream. So like right now I'm saving up for a new scene transition. And once the amount that I have aimed for. No! Don't chase me. Once I hit that amount, I'll be able to get it. Okay, this time I'm gonna be stealthy. That's not stealthy. Ow. Motherfucker. No problem. Not that you can hear the acknowledgement. Getting a punching fight. Alrighty. Oh, shoot. Ad break. Well, we will wait here until the ads are done. Oh, let's put on some music. Ooh. Ba-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-da. back in 30 seconds. Da da dum. Ba da 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 da. This song is funky. Oh my goodness. Ah. Okay, the finale of Once Upon a Starlight is going live right now. Fun. All right. Welcome back from the ads. Sorry, just looking through my. There we go. Okay. Pause this. Excellent work, Aveline. All that's left is to have Master Hammond come and train. What are you doing here? The adventurer is a negative influence on Master Hammond. I'm going to see to it that she never bothers him again. What are you talking about? Aveline's the best thing that's happened to Master in years. If you want a piece of her, you need to deal with me, too. Damn, those knuckles mean business. If Rurokuda is going to come back with DG's Master Class as like a surprise guest or combat or something. I'm pretty sure there was, yeah. Let's see. Going live. Yeah, there was. Why, Rurokuda? Why are you so bent on bringing down Master Hammond and seeing the guild in ruins? You have it all wrong. I'm doing this for Master's own sake. It's true I left the guild for the shock of seeing Master in that pathetic state, and it's true I got involved with some unsavory types. But where else was I supposed to go? Me, a refugee without a guild to his name. But for all the ungrateful things I've done, I've never forgotten how Master Hammond took me in and instructed me in the ways of the fist. This is why I want to give up his foolish notion of facing Wegfar. Or Vegfar. Nah, Wegfar. Wegfar. You don't know that man like I do, Chuchito. Should this fight come to pass, I fear Master won't walk away with his life. It doesn't matter that Master has grown weak and feeble. I just want him to live, even if it means having him swallow his pride. Oh, Rurukuda, why didn't you just say so? But now that I know your mind, I can say with confidence that you have no cause to fear. Aveline is not the plague that you think she is. It's her will to succeed that's inspiring Master to regain his former strength. And when the day of the rematch finally comes, I've no doubt he will wallop that odious Wegfar into the seventh hell and back. Wait. Wegfar sounds like Pig Latin for feg. Like it'd be Wegfay, but like I pray you're right, but whatever happens, know that I cannot help you. Shut up, Softu. /ban Softu reasons minutes. Not where I am. Chuchuto, Aveline, I leave Master Halman in your care. And off he goes into the sunset. Gods, that felt liberating. Trading blows with Rurukuda and learning his true agenda, a great burden has been lifted off my chest. Let us return to the guild, Aveline. You've had your training. Now it's time for Master Hammond's. Hire a reporter, go to Ulda, 30 gil. It's cheaper than teleporting. Not that it really matters, I somehow have a million gil. Now we sit back. Oh, there's some stuff for my hunting thingamajiggy, but I'll do that later. Back to Ulda, the steps of Thal. So, a little bit of a fun fact for those who are listening. When the original game of Final Fantasy XIV was being graded by the censorship authority or whatever, the people who give games their ratings, like E for everyone, T for teen, M for mature, etc., when this was going through that process, they actually hadn't made any dialogue for NPCs yet. Like the little bubbles that pop up when you walk by some characters. And so as a joke, they decided that every single one of these little bubbles that pops up when running by someone, they decided to have it be Thal's balls. Every single one of them. Everyone was saying Thal's balls. Thal's balls! Thal's balls! And it still got only the rating that it did because the person who was rating it did not notice at all. And if they did not tell the devs of Final Fantasy 14. Which is very funny to me. Just a mute list. Thal's balls, more like Thal's bells? Okay. Welcome back, Aveline. I'm told you've kindly set up some dummies for me. But gods, woman, did you have to put them in such dangerous places? To make matters worse, Chuchito's hidden my grog and says I won't see a drop of it until I finish training. How the hell am I supposed to loosen my phlegm now? That girl will make a fine guildmaster when the time comes. I heard about Rurukuta as well, of course. For all his shortcomings, the boy has a good heart. But while his concern is touching, I won't run from Wegfar. Not today and not ever. On that note, I'd best get ready for my little jaunt to Little Alamigo. If I can't face down a few mindless beasts, I'm in no shape to challenge Wegfar. Don't slack off, Aveline, or I'll leave you in my dusty wake. Let's see. Item comparison. Okay. 17. I believe they're all 17. So it's really just a matter of which one I like the look of more. There's the button. Not bad. Green definitely looks good. Oh, the gloves don't clash too bad. And not the pants. And not the hat. The top gives me more stats though. See this, that. And apply. There we go. Now I have invisible punchers again. Alrighty, Return of the Holy Fist. This is the final quest of the Pugilist. And after this, we gain access to the monk. I'm pleased to say I managed to find and thwack all the dummies. You did well to deploy them where you did last. Thanks to you, I almost got killed several times. But what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, and I'm feeling stronger than I have in ages. As a matter of fact, I reckon I'm not far from regaining my former strength. One last step will get me there, and I'll take it by having another bout with you, Aveline. I want you to meet me out in the Sagoli Desert, at a settlement called Forgotten Springs. The place is home to the most luscious Mikote maidens in this side of Eorzea. Gods, I can't wait to take in their lovely forms again. Oh, Hammond. Oh, Hammond, never change. Or Hammond. Hammond, the Holy Fist! Boom, boo-doo-doo. Boom, doo-doo-doo. Main quest line. Okay. Well, let's go to Little Alamigo. Well, yeah, that's the JoJo thing, Hamon. But I'm not talking JoJo. Hamon. It is spelled the same though. I don't know. I've just been saying Hammond because it's easier on my Midwest accent. Yeah, we'll catch this overdrive fist. Blink. Alrighty. We are on a journey. I wish I could mount up, but I can't. Oh, that's a scary boy. Oh, please don't notice me. I do not wish to be noticed. Oh, gosh. Gorsh. Gorsh, I'm in danger. Boink. Sprint. And let's use the rocks. I've never understood why it has us go out this way. To a place where we are very much, like, not in safety. Aveline, what if Meteor was coming back again to Eorzea, and the only way to stop it was to do a non-stop twerkathon against Sugimoto? Aveline doesn't know who Sugimoto is. But she would win. She wouldn't win due to substance, though. Sugimoto has her beaten that. No, she would win by skill. Raw twerking power. Oh, the worms are attacking. I could go help, but I won't. Boing, boing, boing. This landscape takes me back, it does. Sand as far as the eye can see, crystal clear spring waters cooling your feet, scantily clad lasses giggling as they bathe and frolic. I well remember these things, but my body has forgotten the seamless combinations that earned me the epithet of Holy Fist. That's where I'd have you enter, Aveline. Sparring with you is what first got me back into the swing of things. Now it's time to finish the job. But before we can begin, some warming up is in order. I want you to take yourself across the dunes to the south and defeat 5 sandworms. I'll be waiting for you here. What? Don't I need a warm-up too? Oh, don't you worry. I had mine long before you arrived. Those enormous buggers never knew what hit them. If you don't want to be outdone by this old man, you'd better run along and give them more of the same. Well, time to go punch a couple worms. And yeah, I'm sure Ham and Holy Fist beat his fair share of worms. Wiggles eyebrows. True Strike. Oh, that one. Okay. Two. I actually distinctly remember this area because the sandworms here are named in anagram of Shai Halud, the Fremen name for sandworms in Dune. You mean the ones that are just called sandworm? Oh, itchy. I mean, the sandworms here are just called sandworm. Maybe you're thinking of a boss of some kind? Oh, looks like an ad starts in 5 minutes. Oh, one of them probably has a different name, but I don't know which one. It might be part of that fate, actually. Oh, hello. We, you, are a very cleanly people. Return home sticky with sweat, sand, and blood of the prey. These springs will see it all washed away. Welcome back, Crow. How you doing? How you been? How'd it go? Oh. Yeah, it might be... Yeah, it's this one. Uhuachi. Shai Halud. Yeah? That's an interesting thing to notice. I never notice anagrams. Like, anagrams are something that my brain is just not wired to notice at all. Ah, so you've seen to the sandworms. Marvelous! Now the real training can begin. Thanks to you, I've managed to get most of my stamina back. I'm confident that I can go the distance with the fittest of them. But if I'm to defeat Wegfar, I'll need more than just endurance. I'll need to remember how each strike transitions to the next. And you're going to refresh my memory by pummeling the sense back into me. And now we beat the fuck out of an old man. Dun, 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 dun. Give me more! Thanks, Snatch. Yes, the pain. I can feel it working. Feeling this is it. Level it up. Now this is what I call growing pains. Mark me, the next round will be mine. Nothing can keep me down. I have it! I've got it! As a river flows to the sea, heedless of all that bars its path, so too must our combinations be. Oh, that even rhymes. Thank you, Aveline. The raging torrent of your blows has been as a strike of lightning to my brain case. I remember everything. Master, it's Wegfar! The man is back in Ul'Dan. He's demanding that you fight him. Now! So it begins. Very well. I will go to settle the score with Wegfar. He will be the first to know that the Howly Fist has returned. Okay, and now... Nope. Back is itching. There we go. Someone's running in circles. There we go. Sprint. Ba, 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 ba. Running full tilt. Oh, wait. It's over here. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Da, 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 da. Ba, ba, da, da. Alrighty. Let us begin. The beginning. The end. Why am I over there? Excuse me. I didn't expect you to come so soon, if at all. You sure you want to go ahead with this? I'm a man of reason, and I'd sooner not have to hurt you. Just give up now, and we can put an end to this mummer's farce. You can live out the rest of your days in peace. The only mummer's farce I see is a man trying to squirm out of his own self-wrought challenge. Well, I'm going to make you suffer the same offer. I'll make you the same offer. Walk away, and you won't get hurt. They say Hammond Holyfist is going to perform his legendary technique. Right here on the avenue? Is it safe?
I see age has robbed you of your wits, as well as your strength. Well, if you're so eager for pain, who am I to deny it to you? Just remember, there ain't no going back once your head goes flying.
Woo!
Just like old times, Wigfar.
Hurrah! Did you see that? Because I sure as hell didn't. He was too fast. He was too fast.
No.
Oh, damn it. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Why am I so yawning? Why am I so Laurel?
No. This can't be. I refuse to be beaten by a senile old fool. Get your arses out here, all of you.
Oh, he's such a baby.
In case you're wondering, that was Pluto. Just a draught of it, and your body turns hard as iron. Not even blades can pierce it. Stubborn bugger.
Rurukuta? But why? I refuse to fight on the side of cheats.
Say your prayers to whatever gods you keep. By the time I'm finished, not even your mothers will recognize you. And now, we fight.
Running away. always thought the castuses looked goofy. That's why I never went pugilist / monk. I just went Emperor's New Fists. Yep, that's what I have. You did it, Master Hammond. Hamon, you won. Master. No, Chuchito. We won. This victory wasn't mine alone. When I was doing the pugilist storyline as Tilly, it was literally just Hammond Holy Fist and his fistlings, because of the 3 Lalafell. Holy fisticuffs! That was incredible. You wiped the avenue with those crooks. I'm going to tell my grandchildren tales of what happened here. Or I'm going to tell my grandchildren tales of what happened here. Our work here is done. Let's all go home. To the guild! I do like some of the later fist weapons, though. Some of the later fist weapons do look really cool. I want to thank you again, Aveline. It's because of you I was able to rekindle my fighting spirit and conquer my demons. Perhaps even more importantly, Rurukuta's come to his senses and Chuchito's back to her bubbly self. Please forgive me, Master. I will have no more to do with the Alacran. I will roam the land until I find myself and strive to become a great pugilist like you. You've only just returned and you're leaving us already? I don't suppose there is aught I can say that will change your mind. But if you ever want for company or a sparring partner, know that you're always welcome here. Oh! Youthful vigor's a truly blessed thing. Go well, my boy. There's not a doubt in my mind you'll do me proud. As for you, Aveline, your combinations were a sight to behold, and right painful to receive. In helping me with my training, you've come into your own as a pugilist. You've grown strong, Aveline, but your journey as a pugilist is far from over. To get as far as I have, you'll have to overcome many and more trials and tribulations. But whatever challenges threaten to block your way, I'm confident you'll be able to blaze yourself a path. So long as your spirit burns bright and your fists fly with conviction, there's nothing you can't achieve. I'm the living proof. Forge onward, young one, and create a legend for yourself never to be forgot. N. I wish it would just give me the entire set, rather than having me pick and choose. I'm either going gloves or boots. 18, 18. They both offer the same, so let's go with boots. See. This one time at level 30. Complete any one of the Disciple of War or Magic class quests available at level 30. Okay. Okay, I think I need to do Copperbell Mine before I do the thingamajiggy. So let's go to the Chocobo Porter. Chocobo Porter. Oop. Didn't mean for that to happen. Copperbell Mines, major PTSD. Have you seen how they've changed them? The Copperbell Mines are one of the ones that they've changed. Horizon. No. The only one I remember was Praetorium being cut down from an hour long mostly cutscene. Yeah, that one has been cut down a lot. Pepper Theory Ridge Farm What? What does that mean? Alrighty. Now we go this way. Sprint. Hi, Drunken Stag. Hi, Torrid Whisper. Boing. I am a little bit sleepy. Let me check something real quick. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do. Oh, there we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to do this dungeon, turn in the quest, and see how I'm feeling after. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the hecatonctories? I don't think that Papashan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it is only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can, and enter at will. Copperbell Mines now accessible. But yeah, they have changed Copperbell Mines a lot. And I shall show you with some NPCs. You're gonna get your points worth? What do you mean? I love that the dungeon intros are literally just a drone fly through. Hello again, friends. Let us go. I could have sworn I made it. Ah. Oh man, I've been reduced in level to level 20. I don't have any AoE anymore. That's obnoxious. Can you get off of the key, please? Thank you. Dude, are you really? Maybe I should have just waited it out. Now we go down. See ya, suckers! So it's mostly the same for the first portion, but the bosses have changed. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, that'll have to wait for a moment. Alrighty, let's see. What? Okay. Your appointment to the Syndicate will be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with Papa Sean. I take it he was agreeable. He didn't have much of a choice. Has he been infected? Ah, yes. When I told him that we could put him on the priority list for the Copper Bell vaccine, he was so pathetic, he was almost desperate. Softu, these don't make any sense for any of the contexts you're trying to make them make sense for. It's silly, but it just doesn't make sense. But I read them. Fair enough. I have a very dangerous button setup for specifically these 6 buttons. Specifically this one. It is Alt 4. So if I stretch my finger up a little too much, I Alt F4. Reference to the opening cutscene of Deus Ex. 2 members of the Illuminati discussing conspiracy. Well, in that case, it probably would have been better to reference the Scions of the Seventh Dawn rather than Papa Sean and Copper Bell Mine, and then like the Ashians or whatever. I don't know, just some constructive criticism. Oh god, I cannot talk today. Criticism. Ugh. My tongue is really struggling today. That's the one thing I don't like about the NPC ones, is like that. Like, they just get in your way as soon as you try to do anything. Kotos. Yeah, this is around when the dungeon itself is changed. From here on out, it's big changes, specifically the bosses. The slime specifically has been changed the most. That. Equip. See you later, suckers. Next time, get a star. Next time, get a board that can handle the neutron style. Later, Nicarama. That. These guys can handle that. Nope, I don't need that. Whee! And I can handle that. They'll be fine. Now. And there's the slime. Icarus Ire. Yeah, they've changed this one heavily. Look at how quickly the health is going down. Oh, looks like there's an ad in 10 seconds. Sorry about that. Oh, man. Hoping we could just slip right past it. Guess not. If I remember correctly, easiest route is this way. Why am I so itchy? Body itching. Grab this over here. Copy pasta. Yeah, there were tears in my eyes and frothy can't see what was happening. Oh. Jeez. Gotcha. I kind of figured. Tisk, tisk. Alrighty. They've also changed this fight as well. Not by much, but a little bit. Slaves no more! Free! Free! Masters must pay. Masters must die. Never again. Never. That. Ding, ding. Ring his bells. Oh, excuse me. Oh, damn it. It's not left. There we go. Level up. Hell yes. Aha! Yes! Thank you, Lance, for the assistance. Ooh. Sell those. Okay. And let's teleport back to Uda. Jiggle Bob. Musky Huntress. Bilbs Quo. God, these names are so funny. Arthur Winsome. Tamagotchi Pet. Hang on. There we go. Sorry, I needed to do that real quick. Oh, Painted Mesa. Ooh, there's a fight. The Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Ul'dah will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Shan the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momedy. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. She can see me from here. No! Off I run. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. I don't know what I want his accent to be. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Paid for it with me own coin. Paid for it with me own coin. What rot. You refugees are all the same. There it is. Couldn't afford a megati mole meat, much less a choice of cut dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the Brass Blades. You know, help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. Oh, he's a fucking scumbag. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness.
Don't look at me.
He's not even a cop, he's a merchant. Please, adventurer, help me, I beg of ye. I swear on your mother's grave I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. And who the hells are you when you're at home? Wait, what? And who the hells are you when you're at home? And who are you? And who the hells are you when you're at home? The dog's master? I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot, teach them a lesson. I'm about to shove the spikes that are on my boots up your ass. I'm gonna bring you all to Pound Town. Goes to 21. Aww. Damn, I fucking one-shot that guy. I fucking discombobulated him. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over.
Oh, my head. Oh, a vision of the future. I see it.
Yeah, I love the Final Fantasy II battle theme. Easily one of my favorites. Top 5 at least. I swear there were more refugees when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now?
It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city.
I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in other cities?
If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first.
My heart goes out to them, it truly does, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city.
Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help.
The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire patrolling the streets for riffraff?
It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope.
What will become of our city?
Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins, get your dodo tenderloins. Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. I gave him a much more commanding voice. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that old Da was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery of suffering. And suffering. That told me nothing. That told me what a couple rich folk think about refugees, and while those two weren't specifically assholes, it still came from a lens of privilege. When, like, some of the early echoes that we get are just so useless, so pointless, and that's because they were trying to figure out what they wanted to do with it. But, like, they tried using it for story beats, except the story beats they chose were just so pointless. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? Why, yes, I do. What? Sword by that meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damned of a vulture. Who said that? I will overlook this, but just this once. God's bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. It don't bear thinking about. Okay. Another cutscene. Woohoo! All's well that ends well. We meet again. This is Thancred. Pray do not mistake my intent, for it is always honorable. But I have been watching you ever since you departed Ul'dah. You played the part of envoy to perfection, confident as a woman on a diplomatic mission should be, yet unfailingly courteous to your betters. And when your travels led you into the midst of danger, you faced it without so much as a flinch. You, my lady, are quite a marvel, and I confess to being quite taken with you. But my lavish praise continues. Most of all, I was struck by your readiness to aid those in need, even when words were all the reward you could expect to receive. Such selfishness is a rare thing indeed in this day and age. All of which leads me to conclude that you are indeed the one whom I have been looking for, an adventurer possessed of a very rare set of qualities. To be sure, your rescue of that damsel in distress was more of a happy accident, but rescue her you did, and that is what matters in the end. I feel I should mention at this point that I also harbor a burning interest in a certain talent of yours. I speak of your visions. You have been experiencing visions, have you not? Well, it just so happens I know a woman who shares your talent and can help you to understand it. She and I belong to the same organization, and we should both be delighted beyond words if you should agree to join our cause. Naturally, there are benefits to being part of such a collective. For one, we should be glad to assist you in realizing your potential as an adventurer.
You need not give me an answer now. Think upon it. And if you feel moved to help us, as I pray you shall, speak with Momedy, the ever lovely and youthful mistress of the quicksand. God, he's so short. Tell her the scions of the seventh dawn have found their woman, and she will tell you where to find us. Damn, look at him go ham on that anvil. Alrighty. Let's go back to the inn. And we are going to log out, and we're going to save this part of the game for next time, next week. Retire to an inn room, because I'm getting tired. So I think it's time to log out. Good night, Aveline. Sweet dreams. I'll do that just to make it shut up. Boink. Or I can just do that, actually. This, that, this, and that. Alrighty, folks. We are going to rain out. That means you're going to copy that. And you're going to pop that into the chat of whoever we end up rating. So let's see who we get. Let's see who we got. Ooh, we got a good number of people. Ooh, what's Dalla doing? We haven't rated him in a while. That's an ad right now. What the fuck is this ad? What? That was so fucking weird. Okay, Della's doing some sketching. That's a possibility. Da, 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 da. Sadly, I can't raid that person. No longer friends with them. Ooh. Oh, okay. This person's model is really cool, and their whole setup is really nice. Very, like, 2000s core. So I think that's who we're gonna go for. Alrighty. Sketchy Raven. Da-da. Sketchy Raven. There you are. Alrighty, folks. Thank you very much for coming around today. I appreciate each and every one of you. You're all great, and I love having you around. I will be back on Friday, and we will be streaming a new game that I found that just came out yesterday. That I've been very impatiently waiting for Friday to come around to do, because it looks like a lot of fun. So we'll be doing that. So I'll see you then. Sweet dreams when they come to you. I'll see you in those dreams and in the Discord probably. Have a great rest of your night.